It's Bourbon Night Live. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
Welcome in, everyone. How are you doing?
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday.
We're continuing the trend of scarfing down dinner as fast as we can about 30 minutes before this.
Yeah.
So that's my bad. That's poor planning on my part.
No, she cooked
I get a little ambitious with the cooking sometimes.
amazing pork
Ragu.
Yes, thank you. It was the chef's kiss.
It was on the stove for like 4 hours. So I didn't time that well though. But that's okay because here we are now and we're full.
We're full.
But yeah. So how should we start the show, Chad? Per usual saying, we're gonna pin all the, or what is it called now? Make chapters.
Yes.
Chapters.
It's a newer thing.
We'll make chapters in the little scrub bar so that you can skip ahead if you want. And I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Maybe if you watch and you like it, I guess you could subscribe.
I guess you could. We wouldn't mind.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you could if you wanted to.
Not mind a bit. So, as the title suggests, these are things that could possibly be contenders in the best of 2020. So we want to go ahead and get it open, but because we do a big blind. It's the only time of the year that we actually assign a rating system.
Yeah,
to
because
things.
we literally have to do that. There's no other way. There's no other way to do it that's not objective. Yes, objective.
We don't objectify these bourbons or ryes.
No. We want to be completely honest and nothing else. And yeah, I don't know what are the words that I'm looking for. I'm not sure.
Words.
But that's the point.
Matter. Yep.
We got to get them open so that we can put them in sample bottles so that we can try them.
Blind.
And try them again blind and make our notes and jot our scores down and weigh that against each other. So, because we do have to agree. Not on everything, but we do have to agree on our top list.
Right, yeah.
We don't agree on everything. Let's be real. You guys already know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get started. I feel like we need something in our glass.
We do, but top of the show, we are going to do something that just came across the desk.
Yes.
As it is.
A mail time.
Today, and
so our friend Chad at Relic in Lexington. So if you're not familiar with Relic, I very much suggest that you go check them out. Their Instagram page would be a great place. They're like how would you describe it? Like a bourbon / rustic industrial inspired, like a furniture and goods store
basically,
in Lexington.
If you're a bourbon drinker, it's furniture and accessories that you'd want to have in your house. To sit on or to look at while you drink bourbon or whiskey.
They've got some great stuff in there, and it's actually at the Distillery District in Lexington. So if you're ever in Lexington on tours and you're down at the Distillery District, you should go check them out because they also, I think, have a bar in there now. But this is a partnership bottle with Habitat for Humanity, and I will tell you a bit about
She's
that.
gonna tell you a bit about
It's Bluegrass Distillers, which is also in Lexington. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, a single barrel, privately selected for Habitat for Humanity.
It is pot stilled, and it's 90 proof, and the mash bill is 75% corn, 21 wheat, so it's a wheater, and 4% malted barley.
So there's that. And I realize that a lot of you guys are from all over the place and might not be able to come to Lexington or get this bottle, but just bear with me. So here's my spiel.
Here's your spiel.
Bluegrass Distillers gives back to the community with philanthropy, private select barrel program. Their goal is to put bourbon to work for our community's charitable cause by donating $20 of all bottle sales generated from the charity's private select barrel to the charity. Bluegrass Distillers designed this program with no cost to the charity and an estimated donation of $4,000 to $5,000 plus the empty barrel plus barrel head. They are currently partnering with one charity per month. 53-gallon barrel yields approximately 220 to 250 bottles. Therefore, the projected donation will be $4,000 to $5,000. You can purchase the bottle at the distillery. So Bluegrass Distillers Distillery, if you are in or around Lexington and want to stop by.
Mm-hmm.
That is 501 West 6th Street.
There you go.
But I'm sure you can Google that. Or you can visit their website. It is bluegrass-distillers.square.site /product/Lex Habitat. LEX Habitat.
//
We can probably put it in the show notes.
In the show notes, yeah.
But thanks for bearing with me while I read out. I didn't read out www.http.
It's like, are you guys watching Cobra Kai when Johnny was at the
and
school?
Then send it to the internet.
hey, you guys, I forget, like, want to go to a cool website? It's www. period. Cobra Kai period COM or something like that.
Right. But yeah, so they were kind enough to share this with us just to help get the word out. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, I'm finally coming to the Bourbon Trail. I'm coming. What should I do? If you want to support a good local charity.
A craft
and
distiller.
you want to get yourself a craft whiskey at the same time.
Yeah.
And find somewhere to stop on your journey, then here you go.
There you go. Looks like we have a super chat. Brian Bernicke starting us off. He said, what I learned today, if you chill filter a well-done steak and add A1, don't add A1 or it will no longer be a bourbon. It's going away in the chat. Thank you. Okay, if you chill filter a well-done steak, don't add A1 or it will no longer be a bourbon. I was drinking quite a bit of Buffalo Trace products, though, so I may have got a bit mixed up.
Is it because Chad calls every barrel-proof bourbon, not but a lot of them, a nice, juicy steak?
Sometimes.
He'll be like, you know what this reminds me of? And I'll be like, in my head, I'm like, is it a steak?
Is it a medium rare steak?
It's a steak.
Cowbell, please, for our friend Brian.
And
Thank
I believe
you, Mr. Bernicke.
Brian, if you were watching, we did the Flaviar Nightcap live the other night with 1792, and I believe Brian won the membership,
the Flaviar
membership, and because he knows the way to him and Tammy know the way to my heart. Apparently, they give the lost. It was like pick any random number and say why it would be the name of your bourbon brand, like justify why you would assign this number to your bourbon brand, and he used the numbers from Lost, which if you don't know, then I can't help you because it's been like 12 years. But I enjoyed it. The first 3 seasons of that show are some of the best television ever made. The last season of that show leaves something to be desired. And that's why Chad won't watch it.
No. It's been too long. All right.
Chad's in the chat.
Hey, good.
He says, thanks for supporting Habitat. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for supporting us with bourbon. And if you guys have any questions about Relic, see Tussie in the chat. You can ask him. But you guys should go there. It's like one of my favorite places to shop in town.
We have Patman and Robin in the chat. I love that. Saying, like the Nightcap show. Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. One of our more favorite ones.
It was. Our more favoriter ones.
Mm-hmm.
Chad does support other Chads. He's got a friend named Chad at Total Wine. He's got all kinds of friends.
Yeah, I meet lots of Chads.
He knows Chads.
Anytime I meet a Chad, I ask, are you a Chad or a Chadwick?
But because he's like, at first he's like.
More often than not, they're a Chad.
Have you seen that meme of all the 3 Spider-Mans pointing at each other? I feel like that's what it's like when you meet another Chad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Huh.
Stanley says, love the content. Also appreciate that when I bought merch from the store, there was a handwritten card inside. You know how we do. We got to give you a little note. And when my second order came, I got another handwritten card with a different message. Thumbs up.
Well, you know. We try to stay on top of things.
We know.
Yeah, thank you. This is, it's grain forward, but
it says aged at least 2 years, and they are younger, like a newer craft distillery.
They are, but it's settling in pretty nicely. Sometimes the fear is if it's really grain forward, that might mean it's young or it's green. I feel like that this is just more of like how some whiskeys are more grain forward tasting than others. I feel like this is just kind of settling in.
Yeah.
In that realm, and for the proof of being 90,
and so actually. Did you say this is a wheated?
Yeah.
Because I really get a lot of corn.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost mellow corn-esque.
Mm-hmm. 75 was 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
75 corn, and then wheat, allowing that corn to show through instead of rye dominating it, is what's making it really, corn forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's sweet, but like you said, I think with younger whiskeys, you expect there to be like a hot, aggressive, unpolished finish. And I actually feel like this one settles in, like you said, really nicely. So where it is corn forward at the front, the finish is actually Pretty nice for, what is this, a 90? What do we say, 90?
That's
toasty.
It's definitely punching above its weight class.
Yeah, I think so too.
For this 90 proof, yeah.
Let's see. Run Rev Collins said, I missed it. Which Bluegrass is this? So this is Bluegrass Distillers. This is a single barrel pick. It is done in partnership with Lexington Habitat for Humanity. So $20 from every bottle purchase. And again, Lexington, Kentucky, Habitat for Humanity. $20 from every bottle purchase goes back to the charity. Plus they get the barrel and the barrel head, I'm sure, for auction, which is pretty cool because I'm sure you could make a lot off of that. Which ends up being like $4,000 to $5,000, I think is what it said.
Yeah.
So.
Run Rev, one of our newer patrons.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for asking questions.
Yeah, no, this is pretty tasty. It's different. It's outside of, it's something different, which I think when you're going with a craft distillery, you're kind of looking for. You don't want it to taste like any of the big ones. You want it to differentiate itself.
Sure. I would say, you and I are very much honest in that, if you ask me to pull something off the shelf, I have my go-tos in my head of just quintessential good, really good, sturdy picks that I'm gonna go and get. But like you said, when I pick up a craft, I'm not looking for that because that's what I get all the time.
Right.
Which is great, no complaints, but I like to see some different flavors. And I'm interested to see what they do at a 4-year mark or 6-year mark, because this is really promising as far as where that direction is going.
Yeah.
But obviously for charity, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
For sure.
So,
Golf Whiskey, Glenn Cathy asking MSRP for that bottle. Maybe if Chad is
still in the chat,
he could let us know. I want to say, just judging off of what I've seen from Bluegrass, they're normally around between 40 and 50. This being a single barrel, though, it might be a little bit more. But don't quote me. That's all hearsay.
I don't have the price available for you. But you can go to their website. I would just say Google. Oh wait, where did it go? Bluegrass Distillers, but also. Sorry, I'm being rude. On my phone. Yeah, just go to the Bluegrass Distillers website. It looks like again.
Okay, 50.
50. Okay, there we go.
$50.
$50.
Yeah, just kind of like
and 20. So you're basically buying a $30 bottle and you're donating $20 to charity if you think about it that way. So you're $50, but $20 of that is a donation. So
that's really cool.
That's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Lexington Habitat. I mean, we have Habitat for Humanity everywhere, so that's just our local chapter. But
I've my dad used to heavily be involved with Habitat for Humanity, and I helped build a few houses in my,
I have hammered a nail or two once in high school.
My younger time.
My younger times.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I also did.
And I think those houses are still standing. So.
I hope so. I'm like, who let me do this? Was I supervised? I don't really remember doing much, but I was there. Let's see. Ed said, I hope Sarah was not upset that I posted a screenshot of Sarah with bangs last week. No, I'm not. I could never be upset with you for posting a screenshot. I'm upset with myself for getting those bangs. But that's years past.
She cursed you.
It's been a while.
We
won't do it again. So now for something really exciting.
And now for something
Another uncorking. Let's continue the uncorkings.
Yes. A 16-year Old Fitzgerald bottled in bond decanter from the gods. I mean, this is just beautiful. These are always beautiful.
Trev Wilson's dream date bottle?
Yes, and he got one recently.
He did?
Not the 16, but he got. I can't remember. It might have been the 9, if I'm remembering right. I can't remember.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. So, I should have.
Adriana says, the bangs were cute in some videos. I agree. The problem with having naturally curly hair is that they don't always want to do the bangs thing. They want to be out. And so, me and bangs, we just don't go together. And we learned that. I don't know where Chad went or why. Actually, I do know where he went. He went to go get a sharp tool to be able to preserve this tack strip perfectly, because that's the kind of OCD that he is, and that's fine. I knew what I was getting into when we got married, so, and that's what he came back with. We should have done this before.
But then it wouldn't be an uncorking.
He got a 9-year, he says.
Yeah,
And
that's
he takes very good care of it.
He rubs it with a diaper. Okay.
What?
That's
You know what? Never
Ferris
mind.
Bueller's Day Off.
Oh.
He rubs it with a diaper.
Well, I don't remember every quote from that movie.
Okay. Seems like you need to watch it a little bit more. All right, pause for Cork Pop, everybody. Oh my God.
That may have been the best live uncorking pop.
For sure. I'm sure that clipped, it was so loud.
It probably did clip. Sorry for all you headphones people. I think we missed. Did we miss one? Yes, we did
No, we
miss. We missed one.
did.
Let us get this in our glass. Nick, we didn't forget about you. So, did you tell him already that we're doing spring versus fall?
I didn't.
He didn't? Okay, so we got this one, which is the, obviously,
It was first of the year.
the 16-year, the spring edition.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to get our hands on a full-size bottle, but we have not yet gotten or been able to purchase the fall edition.
But
Must be on the nice list this year because the distillery actually sent us a sample of the fall edition, which is also bottled in bond, obviously. And this one's a 14-year.
Yeah, 14-year, $140 retail for that one, $160 retail for this one. They kind of go. The more years, you add $10.
But I maintain that this bottle, I mean, when you purchase empty decanters at other places, I mean, this bottle could easily be $50.
For sure. Now
All
we have
right.
something in our glass to Nick.
Nick, cheers to corn harvest this week. Weeks? Drink bourbon.
Nice.
Yes.
And then we also had...
DMC Kentucky says, cheers, Chad and Sarah.
Cheers
Or
to you.
Technically Sarah and Chad, but I appreciate going first for once. Thank you for that. And Joseph Brazo says, you're the sausage king
the
of
sausage
Chicago.
king of Chicago. Yes.
Yes.
Abe Froman. The sausage king of Chicago.
Michael wants to know, why do you preserve the tack strip? I think it's just for...
It's OCD.
OCD and display purposes. It's
Completely.
It just, looks nice if we're going to have it on the bar, not being all mangled. I don't know.
Now go away before I get snooty. Snooty? Snotty. Snotty. Great movie. Oh, just baking spice and it's escaping me, Sarah. What am I trying to say?
I'm not sure. Chad.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. Give me something else.
I can't think of the words right now. Words.
Do you eat it, drink it? Is it a place?
Yeah.
Person, place, or thing? 20 questions. We'll get there.
I don't know.
Get a little
I'm blanking
Light.
on my words. I feel like you're about ready
cinnamon
to say it.
sugar.
Nope, that's not it. Brown sugar. I was trying to think of the words brown sugar. Wow.
Well, there you go. Cardamom.
Whew. And Jeff saying
Uh,
excellent pour.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff.
Bada-bing.
James says brown sugar, vanilla, oak.
Brown sugar. See that?
Swan says fried plantains, question mark. I don't know if that's about this or not.
No, thank you. We already ate.
Ooh, but fried plantains are so good.
In America, we call them bananas.
No, stop quoting Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, they're guessing. I see.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Marzipan, Joseph Brazo says. Chad's never had marzipan, so he doesn't know.
I gotta get some of
He's
this
gotta
marzipan.
but he's like, where do you get it? How do I get it?
I
to
keep asking
try
for it at the drive-thru, and they're like, "Sir, this is Wendy's."
A steak burrito, right? This is fun. I like this. We should do this more.
Oh no, brown sugar and a freshly cooked steak. It does have a savory note, Sarah. Don't lie. It's a good nose. Good
I
nose.
feel like we need to introduce you to another nice fancy meal besides a steak.
No,
I just cooked you a fancy meal.
it's true. Ooh, man, that's okay.
Edward Fulmer just asked, have y'all tried Old Carter Batch 5? Have we, Chad?
The rye, yes, that was last week. Sample. The bourbon, no. We're looking for it. That's not it.
Oh, that's not it.
Not it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hard to find.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it got popular.
Green bean casserole?
Hell no. I don't like
Oh,
green
he
beans.
doesn't like green beans.
Come on, get out of here. Toey Joni Bag of Donuts says, I got a 9-year a couple weeks ago. First one I've ever seen. What is the difference between the red and the green labels? It's just the releases. They just change colors.
It's almost like how there's distilling seasons. When you talk about bottled and bond, you can either do January through, June?
Spring and fall. Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, technically, but it kind of cuts.
Yeah, true. There's
half and half.
There's 2 distilling seasons in the year. A bottled and bond has to be from one distilling season, from one distiller at one distillery.
Yes.
And, of course, exactly 100 proof, at least 4 years old. This one's 16. Stored in a federally bonded warehouse. Am I forgetting anything?
Did you say 4 years?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think that's it.
Yeah. And the info has to be on the bottle. The distillery, that jazz.
So one is spring and one is fall. And this one's spring. And I assume fall would be green, but we don't have fall.
Right. So. Interesting fact, these are faux tax strips. They used to be actual, government tax strips that were on there for a reason.
Now it's just fun stickers?
Now it's just fun stickers.
Oh, I like fun stickers.
Yeah, because remember we had a bottle and bond, and you're like, hey, isn't it supposed to have the doodly-doo?
The doodly-doo?
I'm like, no, that's just accoutrement.
Scott Pigsley says, I think you should pour the makers next, just saying.
We got it.
I mean, it is over there. Should we... I mean, I want to sip on this for a second. Should we just do what's news? Because I've got quite a bit in here.
Sure. Pause.
Pause for not cork pop.
So we do have
Devin hates fun stickers.
Wow, who hates fun stickers?
Speaking of Old Carter.
We do have an Old Carter. Now, this is actually their whiskey. This is a straight Kentucky whiskey. It's 117.5 proof. It's batch number 1. Got this at Justin's House of Bourbon. Brian Booth recommended this one over the... Can't remember if it was the bourbon or the rye. I think it was the bourbon. He said this is the one to get.
This is the one, and I do trust his opinion.
I said, why is it a whiskey? He said one of the barrels that they used is a reused barrel. And the whole batch, one.
Wow. But they have to call it that.
Yeah.
Because them's the rules.
Apparently, it made a difference. So, so this is new.
Which, is that on the table to be opened if so requested this evening? But we have more. Wait.
Maker's Mark 101. This used to be distillery only. Now it's out there as a limited release. This is like $36. Can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it. So good. I mean, deal, but then you say, but what about Wild Turkey 101? And you're like, oh, well, yeah, there's that.
Well, yeah, true. But if you want a weeder. This is a Four Roses pick from the Forecastle Festival, which isn't happening.
No.
But it's an OESV, 10 years, 5 months. Also got this from Justin's the other day. This was sent to us from the distillery. It's called Three Chords Drummer, Whiskey Drummer, or Drummer Whiskey. I don't know how they were wanting you to read it.
I don't know.
But it's 117.9. It's a 15-year-old straight bourbon whiskey.
Wow, JG. Wow. I'm not even going to read that.
We got the Elijah Craig beer barrel finished, a little grenade here that we did on a Zoom call with Colin O'Driscoll.
Yeah, that was fun.
Master Distiller at Heaven Hill. 3 barrels go into this. It's Goose Island stuff, and it was rather tasty.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, yes. No? Maybe. This Makers.
Finally, we got the 2020 Makers, 6 letters, SE4 PR5, 110.8. I think this is the one that they were referring to.
To open, yeah.
And
Jay. No offense taken, Jay.
Wild Turkey Tradition.
Look at this. Just look at it. Would you just look at this?
Now, I forgot to contact Adam.
Curvy bottle.
I have forgotten what I paid for this.
That's probably for the best, Jen.
Yeah, probably.
I did not know if this is... I didn't know that this was in existence until it came to our house, and I was like, where'd you get this?
Yeah, so I need to...
I'm not mad. I won't be mad. Just tell me.
It.
I won't be mad if you're just honest with me.
But it hasn't... It looks like it's been cracked, but it hasn't.
Yeah, because I was like, can we have some of that the other night? And he was like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
It's not open.
1995. Wild Turkey Tradition. Ho, ho, ho.
That is not on the table for this evening.
No.
We'll do it eventually.
Yeah, we'll do it eventually. And I think that's all for what's news.
I mean, my birthday is in like 2 weeks, so...
There you go.
that's all that's on the table for what we can open tonight.
Yeah.
In the meantime...
Oh, I do...
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay. And again, he gets up. Whoa, that's a box.
Well, this...
Oh, and I have something to do, too.
Okay. This was talked about at the tail end of last week's episode.
I'm going to open the fall.
Okay, but I wanted to talk about it more. Now we're in the middle of the episode. But
Hey, thanks, Greg.
this is from Kevin Mack, who is the.big.mac.daddy on Instagram. So you can go give him a follow. So he's...
The Big Mac Daddy.
Yes. So he made us some custom Glencairn holders here, and then he's the one who sent all the Jägermeister swag.
R.I.P. Jaeger.
Yeah. So let's see. He talked about...
Just so you guys know, I did not fall asleep until 2 a.m. last week because of the Jaeger. So that's
okay.
why we won't be doing Jaeger anymore.
These tasting boards are made from a family barn that he just took down. The barn wood is over 100 years old. And then he even gave us the coordinates if we wanted to go on Google and check out the location. So that's really cool. So thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you. And we missed a super chat from James Wolverton, our good friend, who says Makers 101 is so good. I agree.
Isn't it? Thank you, James.
And
Appreciate
Perry
it.
said that Adam said that he needs to try some of that turkey. And I don't know if that was part of the deal.
I don't know if that was part of the deal.
I feel like, new father pour,
good.
he gets to call it.
Okay.
I feel like he gets to call it.
We'll do that. Every time you have a kid, you can have a sip.
No, well,
I'm kidding.
I say you get to call it, but there will be like one or two where Chad's like, no, we can't open that bottle.
Chris, our Australian mate, says put it up against my 14-year-old Wild Turkey tradition from 2012. Yep, we could do that.
We should do that.
Yeah.
And John Wadsworth said it's not a tradition, but picked up a 1990 Wild Turkey
8-year 101.
Love that dusty turkey.
Yes.
Like, we were
man.
talking with our patrons about, like, what are the perfect things for, different times of the year. Like,
This is this?
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I combined, yes.
Gotcha, okay.
He's very confused. What are the perfect, drinks to have certain times of the year? And I really wanted truly to list, like, old vintage turkey bottles or just older turkey bottles for fall and holiday times. But that doesn't seem fair because it's not something that you can find.
Right.
But it's perfect, but not something that you can find. Yeah. So we skipped. Perry said, "Nah, you'll just open it whenever you feel comfy, and I'll just mooch off of it eventually." That sounds like a plan. I feel comfy
Perry,
next
going
week.
for that mooch title. Watch out.
I feel comfy next week.
With Whiskey Vault. No, you're never a mooch, Perry.
Never a mooch. He shares with us.
He does. Very generous. I really like this. This is good, but I want to try this 14-year.
It's my turn.
Okay. I want to try the fall. Since we're in the fall. I hope it's fallish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is Chad trying to get us drunk? Probably, from getting up so much. I told him to sit down. 400 watching and less than 100 likes, says Jeff Winbush. Please, child.
Please.
Smash that like. Thumbs up.
Oh, he did say child. Nice.
He did. I didn't.
Please,
I didn't
child.
add that. When have you ever heard me?
She's always adding child. Ooh, this one's more spice. I feel like.
I think I have an opinion. Ooh, I know what else I want to open for next week.
Ooh, that's good.
I know what I
too.
want to have next week.
Ooh. Share with the class.
Oh, did we have it last time? Yeah. Never mind. We can't have it. I wanted to have Booker's 30th for my birthday live, but we had it last time, so I don't feel like that's
But that was so late in the show.
And it was literally late in the show, and we followed it with a Jaeger bomb, which is terrible.
No, we did it after the Jaeger bomb.
Well, it was before and after.
Okay.
Because I want to do my 30th birthday over again, because 2020 doesn't count, so it'll be my Booker's 30th.
Ooh, yeah.
Plus one.
You are almost as old as Booker's. Or are you? No, you are the same age as Booker's. No, you're younger.
Yes, that was last year. We're the same age.
You are the same age, aren't you?
Are we?
Depends on if you go from distillation date, which was the 70s, which no. Or, no, it was released in 88. Or 87.
So we're almost the same age. Oh, well, it's fine.
Math.
So now we're back to I have the fall, you have the spring.
Okay, I have an opinion.
When were you distilled? Mike B wants to know.
Me? I was distilled in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah, both 80s. 80s kids here.
Just different ends
Sides
of that spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an opinion.
Should we do the 3, 2, 1 handover?
Sure.
Okay. Our favorite.
Let's not hit each other.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fall has more earthy tones in it, and that, for me, when I was sipping it, I was like, no.
This
Good stuff.
Yes.
But this is better.
I feel like this is just
in my opinion.
A little more turned down. It's a little more muted.
Yeah.
In this one, it's a little brighter, a little airier. I mean, it's older. It's like it's oak.
But it's not that much
It's
older. I mean, really, between
oakier
14 and 16
yeah.
years, are we really going to split those hairs?
But it's brighter still.
I like the spice on this one. The warmth is great. Again, for me, it came down to this one's a little more oily, in my opinion, and this one's a little more earthy, again, also in my opinion. And so that's why I would go with the spring over the fall. Which, wait, no, that's not the one Trev got. I was about to be like, Trev, are you so excited that you got that one? But never mind. Just kidding.
Yeah, this one's a little. It's like darker fruits, and this one's like lighter, airier.
What's the cost, Chad?
140, 160.
Not 140 for this sample bottle. 140 for the bottle that looks like this, but is green.
Yeah.
For the 14-year, and 160 for the 16-year.
Yeah.
Pricey. I would say.
Well, $50 is in the bottle.
Well, we say that. I don't actually have their specs as far as like bottle cost, but you think about, you got these nice labels, you got the fun tack sticker, and then you've got this gorgeous decanter with this custom cork, I assume.
I mean, it's heavy.
You have to assume that the bottle cost is much higher than
God,
than something like this,
I mean,
right?
yeah, this is substantial.
So you're paying for the bottle, and then you're also paying for what's inside, which is fine. I mean,
And you're paying that it's an LE.
they're doing their thing.
It's a
and
twice a year release.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different costs going in here.
Yeah.
But I would say that this is probably a $100. I would price the actual pour inside about $100.
Mm-hmm. Then you tack
if I were
on.
to say what do you think this bourbon costs, I would say I don't know, maybe like $90, $100, and then you tack on the cost of the bottle and blah blah blah.
We'll call it bottle tax. We'll call it LE
tax.
tax. Yeah, and you're up to 160.
And again, this is not us saying we agree and that's how we think it's worth it. We're just saying like this is how in our minds
That's how things are.
That's how we break it down
Yeah.
in our minds. So if you are not into it, then that's fine.
But
Do you?
from a collector standpoint and from a drinking standpoint, I know it's a lot of money, but I really enjoy this, and we're going to enjoy this bottle. So I give it the old recommend.
John said the 16-year was going for $230 when I was at Heaven Hill a few weeks ago. That seems really high.
It does seem a little high.
Are you sure it was 160? Yeah, these are normally they started at like 140.
Well, it's like you add $10 for every year, so 140, 150 for a 15-year,
He's saying you
160
saw
for
it
a
for
16-year.
$230 at the distillery.
I mean,
it seems really high.
then you add distillery markup.
But that's only usually like 15, maybe $20.
This didn't have a tag around it.
Or if it did, you took it off. Anywho, well, what Chad's saying, I think, is that we paid $160 for this. It seems odd that that would be at the distillery.
Now, we got it like, they advertised it on their Facebook page, signed up, you did curbside. It came with 2 glasses. So that might have been more in that price range.
Gwen and Kathy are also
Yeah.
saying they paid $230.
$230. Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, their suggested retail price doesn't mean the distillery has to go by their own suggested
Technically
retail
not,
price.
I guess, because they sell it to a distributor who then sells it back to them, and then they can do what they want, I guess.
Yeah.
That seems odd, though. Okay, well, I don't make the rules.
Yeah.
That's a lot. $2.30 changes. I mean,
It does. I'm going on the suggested retail price. I give it a thumbs up.
between these two, I picked this one. And I like it, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that we have it. But would I buy this one again versus something else, like another LE? I think I would probably rather have, like, tried to get the Four Roses LE than get... Or, I don't know.
It's over 300 in California.
I really like it, but this is not my best. This won't go in my best of.
Sure. Do you want?
I mean, it might. This one might.
Last of it?
I just kind of want to know where it ranks.
We need a roll on here.
Okay. Don't shuffle me on. I don't shuffle you on.
Our producer, who doesn't exist.
We don't have
back
a producer.
There, is like,
That's what Chad says when he's ready for me to stop talking. But when he's on a roll, with his movie quotes and singing songs and all his little references.
little references.
Colt wants to know whose idea was the BTAC review intro. That was him. But when he told me, I was like, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
I liked it.
Got a lot of positive comments
Yeah, maybe we should do more stuff like
saying
that.
that was the best intro that we've done.
The thing is, I don't want to say that we're going to do that all the time, because then I feel like at some point it will become forced. I think it's better when it just comes about organically.
It's got to be for things like, that was 5 BTACs. That deserved
sure
a intro.
Well, we were kind of joking when it showed up at the door and we opened it. We were like, oh.
Yeah.
And that's when you were like, oh, it's like in
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction when the light's coming from the box, and then
Yeah, we good.
That's how that happens.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to do more of those, but it's only when inspiration strikes.
The new Crazy Letters Maker's Mark, or the old Carter, or the Maker's 101. You guys let us know. And we'll wait for the delay. And then we will... Elmer T. Lee is $2.99 in South Florida.
No.
Well, I mean, you can see that here in Kentucky, too.
But don't do it. Don't do it. You know what you should do is you should go watch our Buffalo Trace mash bill number 2 single barrels flight that we just put out last week. If you're curious about whether or not, I mean, in my opinion, whether or not you should pay $300 the whole time.
For the whole time? For a $40 bourbon.
No.
So we got Old Carter, we got Makers, we got 101. Please
is also Makers.
Differentiate between 101 and the call it the 2020 Makers or the 101. How about that?
Wait, what's the difference? Oh, the other. I see.
Is there a dream barrel finished bourbon that you can think of?
I mean, I can't. Well, this question is for you, not me.
Well,
so.
you can, please.
I wouldn't call it a dream, but I have found that I really like Armagnac finished. And so that's something that I would buy more of if and when I see it. I do enjoy.
I like bourbon finished bourbon.
We got to do a lot of Old Carter. I think it's Old Carter.
Wow.
I mean, the truth is, Chad, could we do them both?
Old Coulda.
Could we do the Old Carter and the Makers?
I mean,
could we? I think we could. While you open that up, I would also like to just... This has been here for a week, and I keep forgetting.
A couple weeks.
The Cocktail Codex from Death & Co. They are a bar. I think they have one in Denver, one in New York, and maybe one in LA. I can't remember. But they're like a craft cocktail bar, and they do a lot of stuff like that. And I said I wanted this book, and Andrew Bolin, of wourse, made it happen.
Woodrew Bolin
sent a super chat for this book, and I ordered it like a couple weeks after he did that, and it finally came. So I'll show you some pictures. Let's see, where's them good pictures? It's got some recipes in here, and some like they have a whole section on like the old fashioned and like different takes on the old fashioned and like what can you all experiment with the old fashioned syrups.
Do it like it's kindergarten. So can you all see?
Can you see? Can you see? It's so pretty. Yeah, see, old fashioned section. I really like it.
Yeah.
I have yet to experiment with it. I have not had the time, but I am very excited
Super
about
cool.
it.
Super cool.
It's a coffee table book. It's really nice.
It's a coffee table book. Anyone seen Throw Mama from the Train? You would know that it's a coffee table book. You get that reference. Pretty deep cut. I understand if you haven't.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Old Coulda.
Oh, what's the accent for?
Old Coulda. It's like chowder.
Oh my gosh. Like Bostonian?
It's Nixon. It's Nixon.
That sounds like...
If he was reviewing... I mean, it sounds like Conan O'Brien.
It sounds like kind of
he always
Boston or Jersey-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're not going to review Old Coulda because we can. We're going to review it because we should. Or is it the other way around? I forget. Pause for Cork Pop. Okay. The other one had it on Cork Pop.
It did.
Again, this is Old Carter.
So not Nixon JFK.
Yes,
Greg
thank you.
says.
Oh my God, sorry. Oh, sorry. I am not a crook. Do not blame me. You gotta do the for saying Nixon when I should have said.
Okay, move along.
Or Carter. I'm all befuddled tonight. Again, this is Old Carter. This is their whiskey. This is straight Kentucky whiskey. Barrel strength, 117.5 proof. Got this from Justin's House of Bourbon. That was blurby.
So, again, this could be a bourbon, except for that they mixed in one barrel of something that was not bourbon.
That's what I heard.
And so it's just a whiskey.
Well, no. One barrel was reused.
Reused, that's what it was.
Yeah.
But technically, that's not bourbon. It was reused. So technically, this is a whiskey, not a rye
It
or
goes.
a bourbon.
It goes against the rules. You can only use freshly charred new barrels, and they used a used barrel. It could have been a used bourbon barrel, but the fact that it was, I mean, technically that becomes double barreling. Ooh, I don't know. This gets sticky.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that they did their homework though and figured it out.
Yeah, sure.
And it's just a whiskey.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if it was a dumped barrel that they got from somewhere else, but it's still stored bourbon, but then they put their bourbon into it, it's not a freshly charred, never before used barrel, so ergo, it's got to be considered whiskey, not bourbon.
So this is batch number 1 of this whiskey.
Yes.
Barrel strength.
That's Kennedy. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Goodness.
Kennedy. I forgot who I was doing.
Oh my goodness. JG says, your Southern Old Fashioned is still my favorite. I'm so glad that you feel that way. It is also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We go out and have Old Fashions, and then usually they go real heavy on the orange, and that's just not my thing.
No. That's why we don't like Curacao. Finish.
Some people say Curaçao, and I'm like, I think it's Curacao.
It's Curacao.
But tomato.
Potato.
Or caramel.
No, one's right.
Caramel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Caramel.
Caramel.
That's a really nice classic. I mean,
it is a pretty standard nose.
It's a classic bourbon nose. I know we're talking about a whiskey technically, but
it's all but a hair away.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. The classic caramel vanilla, lots of spice in there, showing its proof.
Ooh. Bites. That bites.
Whoa. Ooh. Is this a high rye?
I don't know. That's got some... It snaps.
It does. Whoa, with a hug.
Perry wants to know, is it Dune or Dune?
Is it Dune or June?
June?
Is it Dune or June? That's a podcast joke. Weekly Planet.
What was the other thing that you say on the podcast? Oh, the Norland thing, the close talk. Ooh, I hate that thing. I saw Perry posted something about that earlier, and when he did the quotes, I heard it in my head, and I just was like, shuddered a little bit. I hate the close talking. I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Mike B says it's pronounced Curacao.
Curacao.
I say Curacao. I guess that's not right. Which is weird.
Wait, isn't that a Japanese director?
What?
Kurosawa films?
I couldn't say.
Like the guy that George Lucas watched, the samurai films?
I don't know.
I think it's Kuros. Yeah,
I'm shocked that I don't know that, but I don't.
That's his last name. I can't think of his first name right now.
We can also say it slaps, but I feel like it slaps is like
slaps?
good, like dang, that's good. Like it
Dang.
slaps. I don't know, but not like that. You know
Curacao.
what I mean?
Curacao.
You
Kaylee
know-
Cuoco. Kaylee Cuoco. That's what we were looking for.
You know what? It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't really
It's
matter.
not Seven. Oh, Seven
Seven
Samurai.
Samurai.
Seven Samurai is this. I thought it said Steven Samurai. I'm like, it's not Steven. Yeah.
How much was this bottle?
$1.99. That's about that's retail.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well.
It's good.
The katas are up there.
It's good.
Yeah.
But is it $200 good?
I don't know. I mean,
Here comes Sarah with her hip sayings. Trev, I'm too old. I saw a meme the other day that it was like, if you know what these things are, then you need a night cream. And I was like, yes. It was something, I think, from like Legend of the Hidden Temple. And I was like, yeah, I do. Basically means you're getting old.
yeah.
I'm not young. I'm not with the hip lingo anymore. Don't know what the kids are doing these days. Something about TikTok.
Something about that TikTok.
I do like TikTok.
Yeah.
They're so creative on there. I want to be as creative as all of these people are. Rashomon.
Akiri Kurosawa.
We have Rashomon. You have to watch it. My brother gave it to you for
Akiri
Christmas.
Kurosawa.
You got it. Well,
Yes.
close.
Yes.
So you weren't off base.
Kurosawa. Yeah. Thank you. That was bugging me.
We need to watch that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there.
Mr. Miyagi. Again, taking it back to Cobra Kai.
Okay. I don't know about that jump.
I was just thinking, in that region.
Mm-hmm.
Miyagi. I think, right off the bat, this is good enough.
Well, it's not, because we've been sipping it for like 5 minutes.
I think this is good enough to put in the best of 2020 contention. I would like to try this blind, where, we don't know the price, we don't know any buzz around it or anything. I think it's got a really good finish. This rye spice is super nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. But there is something. I mean, it's really tasty.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having a hard time with the price point.
Right. That's why I'm saying I would love to try this blind, where you don't have that in your mind.
We can't put it in our best of because our best of is bourbon. Well,
No, we're doing American whiskey this year, Sarah. We've got finished things. We've got that barrel bourbon that you're so fond of in there.
I am so fun. Also brought to you by Drew Bolin.
Yeah. We have some rye in there. So this year, the best of 2020 is American whiskey. And that's how we're differentiating it.
Because,
It still has to be released in 2020. There has to be a way that you can judge that it was released in 2020. So it's not just this year's Wild Turkey 101 or whatever. Unless, let me do a little forum here. What if we had voted upon like 10 standards that, as crowdsourced, like these 10 powerhouses, whatever it may be, Wild Turkey 101, or whatever, things that don't have yearly releases where you can say, oh, this is a 2020 Wild Turkey 101. Just ones that are always there. But maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10, I don't know. But voted by the people, these are the standards that you need to have in there against these LEs and 2020 releases and this and that's.
Like a benchmark.
Like
almost.
a benchmark.
Not benchmark, but like
benchmark.
something like a home base. Almost.
Maybe the foolproof, maybe. The benchmark foolproof, I don't know.
I mean, I hear you. As just like a point of reference
Yes.
in there.
And also cool to see, like, this limited edition $200 one came in this, but right below it was Wild Turkey 101 or whatever it is. That might be cool. So
yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
We missed a super chat from Jeff Wimbush who said, "What kind of bourbon did Kurosawa make?"
Dope.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I like saying dope.
Is it something from The Simpsons? I mean, I assume.
Dough is from The Simpsons. What type of bourbon did Kurosawa make?
I don't know.
That is over our head, Jeff Wimbush, but thank
You're
you for the super chat.
Thanks, Jeff Wimbush. You're smarter
so smart.
than us.
You're so smart. You're so smart.
You're so smart.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so smart.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, Matt from the Whiskey Crusade.
Oh, hello. All right, so I
I
feel like with 10 minutes left, I think we can get this Maker's
I think we can do it.
Let's do it.
Can we do it?
Have we covered everything else? I think so. I wish... I don't have an agenda today. I'm all over the place. I'm just like looking at what's around me.
Is there a new motion on the floor?
I wish I had a gavel. That would be so fun.
You have a triangle. Let's do the 2020 makers
Perry,
instead of the...
yes, come get your
what I want.
benchmark bottles soon.
Yes. What do you got?
This one. I think we had one more little side by side we wanted to do with those, and then we can get those back to you.
Yes. Unless you need them.
I mean, he might need them sooner. I don't know. He's only got we're T-minus 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're in the home
Before
stretch.
Barry's not going to be out of the house for like a couple.
This is Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. This is the 2020 limited release. This is the SE4. I don't know if you're supposed to say the X or say times. PR5. It's 110.8 proof. The stave details. It's a marriage of virgin, toasted American, and French oak staves. It gives tasty notes, but I think we should just...
No, and don't tell me the tasty notes. I don't want to know.
But it's 10 staves.
Greg Williams says it'll take 10 minutes to open that bottle. And ain't that the truth with these wax bottles, though?
This was $66.99 at Total Wine.
Fun.
And that rhymed.
And that even rhymed, too.
Wow, you're right. Oh, you're not lying. Oh.
Hey.
Here we go.
Sorry, the dog. Hey.
Oh, no.
She's got a wrap on her leg from her surgery, and I think it's slipped down, and she's licking.
Oh.
Which is a no-no.
Come on.
You finish that. I'll be right back.
Where's Trev Wilson when you need him? Oh, man. Arms are burning. Pause for cork pop. Okay. Okay. We liked the RC6 of last year. That was definitely a best of 2020 contender. I can't remember where it placed on there, but I want to say it might have been top 10. It was rather good. Jeff Winbush may be clarifying. The point was, what does Akira Kurosawa have to do with bourbon? Yo weirdos. Yo weirdos. Like Jesse Pinkman saying it.
Oh, I see. Because we said Curacao because Chad said something about... Oh, I said I don't like orange in my old fashioned, and Chad said, yeah, we don't like Curacao either, or Curacao, or however you say it. And then he mentioned the director, and then that's how we got down that path.
Akira Kurosawa.
I can breadcrumb us back.
Yeah. Trev says, sorry, he was busy doing curls, what you need. I got it, Trev. I got it. But thank you, Jeff Wimbush. Here, we'll do it.
I actually believe that he was doing curls.
It's true.
Mine sucks.
And his captain hat. That's a understated nose. But
like
it's
a really dark chocolate?
I mean, I don't want to be too on the nose here with Maker's Mark, but Breaking Bread or Breaking Bad.
Hey,
the show.
It should be Breaking Bread, and it should be a Breaking Bad spin-off about a bakery.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of meth, it's cocaine, and they're mixing it with flour.
2 guys, a girl, and a meth lab.
Breaking Bread. That tickled me. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's a good nose, though.
It's an SNL skit. I could see it. Yeah, I get like a dark chocolate and...
There's some type of...
a slight
is
cherry.
it a little bit of an orange zest in there? It's a little bit of zesty. Yeah, I would go with orange.
Crooked Tail says you don't like an orange peel in your old fashioned. I mean, I could deal with the peel.
If it's like
sometimes
the fire,
they express it and put it around the rim, and that's nice. But sometimes it also becomes very overpowering. It's like a lot of orange for me. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on the dog. And that becomes like too much. I want to focus more on the bourbon, and I end up being overpowered by the orange. So, and then they usually put like orange bitters in there, and that's all too much.
It's just too orange.
In my opinion.
All right. Going for the taste.
Perry, you're killing me. That's good. Perry says you should set breaking bread in a church.
Come and break bread with us.
So it's a drug.
But don't break bread.
It's a drug ring, but they're under the cover of a church.
Well, that's just. I don't even know if AMC can do that.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice and toasty. That went darker and spicier than I was anticipating. I was kind of getting a light nose. I was like, oh yeah, this is only just 110.8 proof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's like...
this is really good.
It is really good.
I'm having a thought that this should have been included in another certain group of things.
Oh, well...
That we missed the boat on.
Would have been hard to get, though.
It's too late.
Yeah.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
She licked her stitches. I'm a bad mom.
You're over here drinking.
I'm just drinking, ignoring her. Her wrap fell down. She licked. Now I'm sad.
It's a little bit of peppercorn in this, maybe.
Like a really light, just that caramelized oak. Vanilla.
There's a
It's pretty rich.
There's a cocktail element to this.
It's very rich. I really like it.
I'm
shocked. I didn't think I was going to like this as much. But you know what? The RC6 was in our best of last year, too.
I was telling them that when you were attending to the dog.
I was on a one-track mind while I was over there, so.
Yeah, I wanted to say it cracked our top 10.
I can't remember where it came in, but I do remember from two people who thought, as of 2 years ago, we didn't like Makers at all. It really shocked me.
Well, it's not that we thought we didn't. We didn't.
We didn't like
because
Maker's Mark plain.
All we'd had at that point was Maker's Mark 90 proof.
Yeah.
Then we had the 101, 46, the cask strength,
the Private Select,
the RC6, and those have all been great.
I think that they've realized the direction
that we didn't like it, and they made stuff for us, and we're like, that's cool.
I think that they've realized that this like experimental staves, higher proof stuff is like the future of a certain type of whiskey drinker, and they're trying to cater that because people who love Maker's Mark, you don't need to make anything else from that for them. They love Maker's Mark. They're going to put it in Coke, or as my family does with Squirt, or Mountain Dew.
Now, this is interesting. Devin is asking, do neck pours count as a true tasting? That's kind of been the crux of our uncorking series. It's sort of like an unboxing, our initial impression from a fresh crack. I know a lot of people don't like that term, or a neck pour. What we do occasionally is we will revisit it a month later after we have drunk it down. I can never remember which is right.
I don't know.
To see how it's opened up, and we'll do that on a live, like revisit some things that we've uncorked to kind of report back in on how it does open up. It's just kind of a device that we adopted to kind of go with. Who's to say what is?
Is there a wrong way?
No, like, is there a de facto way? It's probably a step process, and we're showing you, like, the first step in that process.
We want to give you our initial thoughts. But like you said, we do bring these things back on live, try them again and all that. Oh, he's
That's
getting
why people
again.
drink again.
What's it, a third time? Joe says, can't find Squirt anymore. Sad. I mean, I'm only laughing because the sad. Because it's just like too funny that those two, Squirt and Sad, together. I don't know. This is getting to my head. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like you got up for not that much because this is our last
for finishing thoughts. Got them.
Ew. We've been in and out of our deck this past week, just like we got some new deck furniture, and I've been doing a lot of planting, and so the door's been open, closed, and we got a couple of bugs in here. They snuck in, tiny little gnats, and one mosquito. Ooh. And so they've been flying around, and so I don't want you guys to think that like we're disgusting. We have bugs everywhere. Like, no. You should show the picture. You should share the picture of the planting I did.
How?
On our Instagram.
Okay, yes. We'll do that.
Chad got me a Buffalo Trace planter, which they took a barrel and they fashioned it so it's like kind of a waterfall planter with different segments in it. And he got that for me for our anniversary. And so I spent this weekend doing some planting. And I really liked it. Maybe just not... Well, we'll do it after the show.
Well, then they could go look at it right now in real time. Which one do you like better?
We could just put it on our story.
Oh, I could do that. Okay, let me do that. I'm doing it right now.
Because it will be quicker.
In real time, folks.
And I really liked it. It's pretty. And so, yeah, I've been in the dirt and the mud all weekend.
Yeah.
And so some bugs got in. And
Boom.
long story short, that's where are the bugs.
It is on our
It's on our story
right now. You can check it out.
It's there. Go look on Instagram.
If
It's
you're
Bourbon
watching this within 24 hours of posting.
And
this.
if you don't follow our Instagram and you want to do that, then I guess you could do that too.
Follow it.
Scott says, we're getting too drunk on a school night. Chad, take a seat. It is a school night.
Thank you, Scott.
Oh, pitiful.
How
come yours are better than mine?
I'm
Trev says,
holding it
wow,
down
what
here.
a beautiful plant. Thanks, Trev. You're so supportive. I don't know why I almost cheers it again.
JG Wentworth's 877 Mash Now.
Those will be some drunk masketeers? I don't get it.
Masketeers.
Oh, they like the planter.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's cool, right? Got that from the distillery.
From the distillery. They were selling them.
Yeah,
He brought one home.
They have them there, and I was like, hey, I want to take one of these.
Devin says, grow sprouts. I want to start a vegetable garden. We need to build the above ground. Because I was going to plant... I've already planted, like, chives and kale. Love having chives growing in the garden. Every time I need to top something, I just walk outside, clip one, chop it up. I'm like, we're done. It's
boom.
so easy.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you. Thanks, Joseph. I don't know.
Fab and wet. Okay.
Okay.
It's a wet-ass planter.
I guess. I see what you did there. A wop.
Yeah. That'll differentiate our younger viewers from our older. Like, what's he talking about?
No, everybody knows.
What's he talking about?
Thank you.
Yeah.
For your compliments. I tried to make it look very fun and fall. And I put some Halloween mums in there. Or not mums, pansies.
Pansies.
They're just black.
Final thoughts on this Maker's Mark, Sarah?
Well, I finished it quickly.
Yeah.
I do like it a lot. I think that goes in our best of.
I think
like
so
it
too.
a lot, especially for the price point.
Yeah. So, now that we've tried it,
Perry, don't boo me.
I will give you what they say on the back of the bottle. It says, for the 2020 release, we set out to create an expression to showcase the vanilla and caramel taste notes in our signature Maker's Mark that results from our long-standing approach to seasoning our wood outside of a full year, much longer than normal. Okay. While more time-consuming, the additional seasoning develops more degradation of the wood that helps unlock the vanilla and caramel notes naturally occurring in our classic bourbon.
Well.
To celebrate these notes, we've partnered with independent stave company to develop stave profiles SE4 and PR5, which were married together to create this expression. The result is a completely unique bourbon that offers notes of amplified vanilla, warm baking spice, and creamy caramel. Enjoy. So,
Well,
I'd agree with that.
I like that description.
Yeah. But is it smooth? Oh, that's that descriptor. Smooth.
Smooth. It's smooth.
The
No, it's
ultimate
good.
quest for bourbon, some people would say. Oh, is it
Whose
smooth?
band?
It's smooth.
Oh, goodness. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a joke. I see. Okay. Well, I'll just move along then.
Okay.
I think I'm right there on that tipping point. I think I should be done. And I don't say that to take fun away from you. I say that because there's a dog over there that needs my attention.
It needs some mothering.
I need to have my senses about me.
Okay, one last thing, Sarah.
Can't have her getting infected.
Got this for $66.99.
I would buy this again.
Recommend.
Yes.
Fully recommend.
Yes.
If you can find one of these. It is an LE. It is limited. But if you can find this 2020. It took us... we just got this last week.
Yeah.
It took us a minute to be able to get one of these. For $67 for an LE.
Which is, again, a lot. But like you're saying, It is.
I don't feel like there's much LE tax in
Well,
this.
I feel like we always say, I don't want people to get the wrong impression that we're like, but it's limited, so it must be worth it.
Right.
Not
Not
true.
always the case.
Not always the case. This, knowing that this is something that is not going to be regularly released, is what I would say a fair price point. You're getting 110.8 proof at, at $65 about. I think that's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I like it a lot. I think it's great.
And the flavor, the taste, the finish is all there.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Rather
just
good.
so you guys know, it's not like, but it's an LE, so you have to go get it because it doesn't matter how much it is.
Yeah.
I think this is one where the taste and the proof and the price is all right, and if you can find it, you should try it.
Totally.
But if you can't, then the regular private select is also great.
And that's what they're saying there in the chat. And I think they could have easily charged $100 for this because it's their 2020 limited, but they didn't. Now you might see it. Some shop owners might say, "Oh, this is an LE, so I'm gonna up the price." But luckily, the MSRP on this is where it should be.
Yes.
Which isn't always the case for an LE. So I applaud them for that. Good job, Maker's Mark. Scott saying he's seen it for under 60. That's great. That's awesome. So there you go.
I gotta go.
Taking that big Maker's money. Yeah, Makers.
Oh yeah, Makers give us.
Makers is
Yes, that Beam Suntory money just keeps pouring in. That's why we're building onto our house. And no, none of that's happening. We have.
But they let us say that we hate the 90 proof.
Yeah, we hate regular Makers, but we love this.
90 proof Makers sucks.
I wouldn't even. Some people would be like, "Wouldn't it be nice to have all that Makers money?" Like, I don't even want it though because that would mean that we couldn't give an honest review. So, yeah, it's a conundrum.
Tis.
But we don't.
We're not on the take.
We're not.
How
We paid.
about
we
that
paid for
Maker's
this
Mark
bottle.
101 LE? Might have to say that for next week.
Yes, we might. I got to go.
Do that 101. Yeah, there is a dog in need.
A dog in need.
We are needed elsewhere.
Dog mom. Go.
Form of dog mom. I don't know.
Shape of. This.
Sarah. This. Come on. So that'll do it for us. Thanks so much for joining us. Over 400 people here with us watching live here on this Sunday.
I can't believe 400 of you stuck around, but I'm
amazing.
impressed.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Your patience is legendary.
Legendary. Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. We don't know what we're gonna do next week, but that's no shocker. We never do.
Well, it's my birthday live, so
Ooh, it's your birthday live. So whatever
I want to do.
this girl wants to do is what we'll be doing next Sunday.
Technically, it won't be my birthday. My birthday's Tuesday, but
yeah, but
close enough. We don't. Yes, it's the closest live to my birthday. So
technically, this one is, but
I have spoken. That's not true.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, my birthday's not this Tuesday. It's next Tuesday.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Do you know what date my birthday is?
It's the 6th.
Right.
I don't know what day this day is.
This day is the 27th.
Are we still in September?
We are.
Cool.
It's not the 27th of October.
Oh, good, because I don't have my Halloween costume done
What
yet.
is going on with
All
you?
right.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. We will see you guys next week or Friday for a produced episode, and then next Sunday for this girl's birthday celebration. Till then, hey, drink more bourbon, right?
Yep. Thanks,
All right.
guys.